Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today we're doing some more balance PvP. Just gotta get it back up to speed, you know. Didn't upload balance because I was still getting it ready because this pet took me forever to make, but we are back now, and just I'm gonna upload some more balance. I'm gonna make an effort to upload some more balance PV, so that's gonna be the plan. But today's video is kind of just a case study in how important dot clears are, and more specifically STORMZILLA was the one that I was using, and this is honestly really important because as you'll see in this match, I go against a fire wizard. And if any of y'all caught my fire PvP video from a couple weeks back, where I pretty much denied this guy Warlord because I just sent an Inferno Salamander, and it had 2 buffs on it, but it still did like 6.6k with the Raging Bull. Actually, with the Raging Bull's added damage into a shield, by the way, that it added up to something like almost 7,500 damage. Like, it was insane for a 2-round combo. So, knowing that, every fire that you go against is most likely going to have that Inferno Salamander into Raging Bull combo just sort of at the ready. So having these dot clears is extremely important because, you know, if you don't have this up, then it is very likely that you're just going to get salamandered into the bowl and murked on the spot. So you definitely want to stay prepared for that. You definitely want to keep your storm pips up, just sort of to the best of your ability. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of how you sort of keep up the pace against fire, because you know, if you have a noob pip, which a lot of the time you will actually as a balance, because, you know, Chameleon is 7 pips, the Chameleon cover 6-round brace is 5 pips, you know, things like Scales. You can also piece of this, Samurai, Rainbow Serpent, Gaze of Fate, even, you know, like, hell, even Scion of Balance. There's a lot of cards on the Balance School that you can pip conserve. So, in the Fire matchup, the 6-pip Inferno Salamander can be countered by this 5-pip STORMZILLA, and if you have that new pip, that is a positive pip trade, and you actually get some pretty good damage. I think I did like 1250 with one of these just straight unbuffed, or maybe it was unbuffed. I can't remember if I like had an attenuate or not, but the point is, you know, it's very important to have these to counter fire, because fire is definitely still very threatening. It's not what it used to be when it could just like chain dots infinitely, but this double dot into Raging Bull strat is very strong. And I mean, y'all have seen firsthand if you checked out that fire PvP video from a while back, where I just sort of detonated and won on the spot because of it. So there is that. So yeah, just always, this is important. So yeah, and then I did finally get this hat, which actually gives me a max tier Power Nova Path B. And I actually like this over the Xibalba 170 hat, just because, you know, the 170 Xibalba hat gives you like a Blade Storm item card, but this you can actually use. Some of these Death Wizards, they go a little mental in the paint with like shielding a bunch and trying to get things like Oni set up, so this is like kind of a neat little counterpart to Ra if you could pull it. But yeah, that's other than that, stats are the same, you know, 187 damage, 3 shy of the cap, 75 resist. I think this is not the cap, it's like 1 shy, because I'm not using the plot robe or the lich robe, that sort of deal, but on a balance you generally don't use that robe. Perfect balance accuracy, not so perfect storm accuracy, but I haven't fizzled yet. That is kind of the one liability, and I'm actually in Selenopolis today because I'm probably going to try and start life weaving, just so that way I can have a fully consistent dot counter, as well as, you know, never fizzle a rebirth, that sort of thing. So yeah, and then I guess for heal counters, this is so good against healing, but I think at that point I would pack more of these. So that's kind of what it boils down to there. But yeah, that's the stats. 57 Pierce, 53 to Storm with the Clockwork Courser, and yeah, all in all, things are looking pretty good for the Balance School. This Fires of Mars update is going to be a little interesting. So whenever that comes out, which probably will be soon. But for now, stay tuned for the matchup tier list ranking that is planned for tomorrow, and then the video after it is going to be rather interesting. I've been collecting some data for a year, and I'm excited to show it to you. So, yeah, that will wrap up this this painfully long intro, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. I need to get better at making these shorter, but hey, that's why I have timestamps in the description, right, team? So, there is that. So, apparently your name is Viv. Alright, so, enjoy this match. This matchup has gotten a little funky. I think I'm going to want Storm Pips. That's a good pull. Might get rid of the what's it. An Attenuate to start off does not exactly instill confidence. But I could start to cycle my side. He doesn't have a Dark Pact pet, so this isn't the most terrible of ideas. It's just I kind of want to find Brace above anything else right now. It's pretty imperative that I find that. Yeah, not a Samurai. Got the Zilla at least, so that's good. Might get rid of the Scorpion. We'll see. Because if this guy's going for that Salamander Bull strat, then I am definitely... Alright, that's not a move I want. But I guess I could do this. I did just get rid of a Rainbow Serpent, which is a very good tool. But I think I kind of had to there. We can get rid of that. I want things like weaknesses and shields right now. Just something to use this round. Alright, he went for a Brim. What wand is that? This drops from Takanova the Masterless. I guess we could get Life Pip just to start. Pull one time? No, pull one time? Decent. Because if he starts trapping a bunch, Rebirth might be the play. Balance of Power's not bad. Scarab is also good if he weaknesses. Mostly staved off this negative aura, so that's good. Is he going to do that? Yeah, okay, so... I do kind of wish this could have been a pact, but... this isn't bad. Because it is a weakness on him. Have not. There we go. Finally saw a Brace. So I want to lean on Lore Master some. What's this? Wand, okay. So he got rid of his trap. So that's good for me. What can we do? We could... I think Brace first, and then we could go for a Scales into a Surge. I do like that idea. He's not at a Shad yet, but it'll be important to keep that Zilla. Is that going to be... it's another weakness. Scarab is not a card. What can we do? I think it is still probably best if I just do this. And then Surge out of it. This This is still doing a lot of damage, so that's good. At about 13-ish hundred. Can still go for that, which is good. But yeah, the play now is to surge. 100%. Or is that going to be just an aura? That is an aura. Okay, so... Surge, maybe try and pull for something like... Chameleon, that could be good. Keep these storm pips up. There we go, that's a chameleon. We like that. What's he doing here? Okay, so he is going for it. So we have the Zilla. We are ready for that. So get more storm pips and do that. Because we do not want to take however much from a Raging Bull. Absolutely not. I do know that I have one more Zilla. Plus this gearhead in my hand. Pretty decent damage on that. Get that double clear. But yeah, we needed to do that, so it's good that I did. Keep the storm pips, I guess. We could scales. We could also probably chameleon. I like the idea of chameleon right now. I think chameleon is the move. Okay, so he's just gonna do that. So I think I want a gearhead. Or is that just a base hit? That's... yeah, that's just a base hit. Okay, so let's go for a chameleon. Keep the damage up. Boom. 2100. That's actually pretty solid. Can't even lie. So we can still counter a dot. That's a good pull, actually. Wow. Like, if I just did that randomly, that would probably go hard. I could also bubble, but... oh, what is that? Is that going to be a moon shield? That is a moon shield. What's with people using moon shields? Because I can just, like, do this. So we'll get rid of the bubbles and go for that. Because the storm hit on this is going to do a lot, actually, so... kind of a mythical pull. Crazy time to get it. 2 shields for this, plus the 45 hit on the storm. 971. Pretty good damage right there. Not looking like that's going to be necessary. We're at a point where I could probably just scales him down. Like if I were to Starfall Scales Gearhead, that could do it. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. So I could Starfall, maybe see what he's up to. Loremaster is good as well. I think Scales into Lore is my play. But I definitely do want to be prepared just in case he goes for another Inferno Salamander. Because if he does that... yeah, so I'll Gearhead this now. So, yeah, Gearhead into Lore. That's my play right now. So we could do that. I'll take a little bit of damage, but it's nowhere near going to be... it's going to be nowhere near as impactful. So, yep, Gearhead right there. Shift that back on over to him. 1200 damage. Okay. Very interesting. And I got a brace. You know, I'm going to be honest. I think my balance is the only character I've ever seen that cast on. Which is kind of a bad omen, now that I think about it. Yeah, looks like he understands at this point. So, Lore Master time. Ending the fight above 7,000 HP. You love to see that. Always a good time. I feel like his resist was really low. That could just be me though. Let me see. Yeah, I do full pierce him. And his damage is a little over, but what can you do about it? Looks like he was also running 2-piece shad. But yeah, overall, that's what you gotta do against fire. You gotta keep your counters up. Clears are king. Like, you need to, if you just let him have it and like you chimera, it's like, sure, you'll get damage, but he's gonna get more. And that is a big factor in how that matchup works. So, alright, Stormzilla, and back into queue.